There's Ronnie. It's Monday. It's starting to get dark. I do a lot of running for parts and a few groceries. I got stuff accomplished, okay? I took a vacation day Friday so I could work on this long-tail setup and, and the motor and get it all done. So I had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to do it. Well, I don't know, you've seen maybe if I made a video how far I got Friday. Well, Friday at like 6 o'clock, my brother texted me, my twin brother, and said, my camper's coming out here tomorrow and you're going to build a trailer hitch on my new fifth wheel camper to pull my $3,500 boat, 3,500 pound boat. That's about $40,000. And take away my 3 days in a row, okay? Which I have to do because he has the water rights. My well that I run off of for 35 years is right up there over that hill where my papa's house is. He has the rights to that well. I don't. So I have to do what he does. He has a hammer in my head, and also give me 30 days, and he'll shut my water off, and I'll have to spend over 10 grand to dig my own well, even though I've been here 35 fucking years, okay? He has the rights to the fucker now, and he will shut me off. So yeah, all day Saturday, I'll be out at 9. Yeah, he was out here at 9. I had 3 days in a row to work on these pieces, and the shaft and everything, and it should have been ready for paint. 7.5 hours of working on his hitch, and it still ain't done. And I got an hour and a half, and it was 95 degrees inside my garage with the fans blowing in the shade without the sun shining. Yeah, I lost a whole freaking day, but because I have to so I can keep my water running to my home. You got my drift? He's got a big hammer hanging over my head, and he'll drop it. I don't have the funds to pay for, in total, like $10,000 to dig a new well this fall yet, and I don't really need a harassment. So, yeah, so he got like $1,400 of free work. He said thank you. He said thank you. Yeah. I said any welding shop would have been $150 an hour at fucking 8 hours. Plus I ain't gonna get into what else happened. He drugged me underneath the trailer and shit. Yeah, I'm under. Yeah, but yeah, he says he's gonna come back over Labor Day weekend, and he's got to work on his wiring, and he was gonna do all the work on the hitch and just use my stuff. Yeah, I got an hour and a half Saturday, and I did manage to do this. That's the skeg. It's cool. It's not 1/8 inch, it's 12 gauge. It's a little under. I got it all welded perfectly straight. The motor is over here. I don't have the holes for the motor mount yet. It's right back there on that trolley thing. But yeah, it set me back 8 hours. Well, I took 3 days off in a row for a reason. But, when somebody's got a hammer hanging over your head, if you got water or not in your house, you got to jump and do it for nothing. Yeah, it was like, he got $1,400, $1,500 worth of labor and shit for free because Papa didn't put in the will that I get to keep using the well I've been using for 35 fucking years. Okay? Yeah, there you go. But no, this is awesome. All this stuff right here, there's the skeg, and I can't really roll it over. Oh yeah, I can. It's not that heavy. That's all hand cut with a 4.5 inch grinder, but had a cutoff wheel, not a grinding wheel. And I eyeballed it with the pipe, had it bolted to these perfectly level with the planet, with a level with the bubble level, and then checking. And I eyeballed it to get it straight before I welded it. So this is perfect. And you know how far off I was? You see how wide this is? By eyeballing it, not even, and I'll tell you the trick I did to make sure it was perfect. This thickness right here, I was off 1/2 of that thickness by eyeballing it straight and making sure it's perpendicular to the planet, not what it's sitting on. And I'll tell you the trick, what I did. I put the shaft through, that's over here, okay? How do you find perfect? I put that shaft. This is what sticks out the end where that skeg goes, where the prop goes. I installed all that, just slid it in, it ain't bolted in yet, and slid it all the way through so it's hanging out of this hole. And then I took one of these, then I took a bolt, like a nut. I took a nut like this, tied it on a string, and now you gotta imagine with me here what I was doing, because I didn't have time to record it, because I only had an hour or so to do it. The shaft's sticking out here dead center, right? And then I hung this from a string. The shaft hangs out to here. I hung it on a string all the way down, so the nut was below this piece here, okay? This is not even an 1/8 inch thick, but it's solid as hell. It's some strong steel too. So you get my drift, the shaft was hanging out to here, and I didn't tie it tight. You make a big loose loop, hang the frickin' something from a string, and gravity and Mother Nature, as long as the frame is totally square to the planet, using a really awesome bubble level, and then miking it and checking it with the calipers and stuff, and triple checking. So it don't matter what the floor is doing or what it's setting on. This has to be perfectly level, that frame, okay, up there. Then you hang a string from it, and with this nut on it. I was off 1/2 of the thickness of this, but guess what? It's totally perfect, and it's totally dead center, and totally perfect on the frame. I didn't have time to make the video. But yeah, it's called the old plumb bob trick. But you don't need a plumb bob, you need a piece of string or even a piece of thread. And a nut, and make sure it's hanging dead center off your center shaft, which this piece was sticking out, and I made it loose and moved to, by eyeballing it, and it was already freaking dark outside, and just my yard light and my lights on inside. I was off a human hair, and this baby is perfect. And there's the shaft ready to go in. I got my braces of steel. I'm 8 hours behind. I'm 8 hours behind because I got volunteered to build my twin brother's hitch on his fifth wheel camper that's strong enough to pull a $3,500 pound boat, $40,000 boat, with like an hour notice Friday when I was off, and I took that day, and I was going to have 3 in a row. But I have to have water and shit in my house. He is in control of the water and shit. So if I don't, free $1,500 work job. I gotta do what I gotta do. But yeah, put me back behind. And he's like, oh yeah, this weekend I'm gonna come out and work on the wiring, and we're gonna and finish that hitch. I said, no, you're not. It's not bothering me. I'm finishing my boat first. You already got 8 hours of my freaking time. When I took vacation time, this thing should have been all done and painted. But I might be digging a well in a month. Might be getting a registered letter that says, screw you, Ronnie. Yeah, $1,500 of free work ain't enough for my twin brother, the rich son of a bitch, and his wife has been at the post office 20 years. No, that ain't right. You got 3 days to get your shit out of the house, and you got 3 days to dig your own well. But there's only one kicker. This is totally true. I can't make this stuff up. The estate hasn't been finalized yet, but the minute it's finalized, that's what he's going to do. And he will, if it's in the middle of winter and it's 20 below, that's what he will do if I don't work for free for $1,500 freaking dollars of shit. And he's the one telling me, well, you ain't going to get your shit done till winter. Well, I had 3 days in a row, and it should have been all painted and primer ready and ready to go by Thursday night. But nope. And this is all going to break in half anyway. But yeah, there you go. I said, I ain't lying. He never watches my videos. If he does, I know what he's going to do. The minute the estate is settled, he's going to give me 30 days notice to frickin' dig my own well, and 30 days notice to get what stuff I do have out of the house that he inherited. Even though I've been using that well for 35 freaking years, and that was the way it was set up, but I don't have rights to it anymore. Dad didn't put that in the will. He has a hammer over my head. Yeah, just like with only had 1 acre and had to get 5, and he was going to make me fucking move my whole house and everything. Yeah, just unbelievable. But yeah, that's what I got to deal with. And I deal with stuff like that again today at work, and I don't know, I might be looking for a new job shortly. I got 5 weeks paid vacation coming yet, minus 1 day. I got jobs everywhere. Yeah, but I ain't letting it get me down, and I want to just keep plugging away and get this done and prove what I know how to do. I do, and I do it correct. I do it perfect. And I don't use anybody or make anybody do shit for me. I do it all myself, all alone, and get it right. Okay? But yeah, it's been a really shitty fucking weekend. This should have been all painted and done with the shaft in it and everything, but you know, if I want water at my house through the winter, I have to do $1,500 of work for free. Yeah, you know, no problem. But it's all good. I said, payback's for a bitch. I ain't gonna worry about it. God and the universe will take care of it. I refuse to lose. But that's why I'm so far behind. But what I can do by hand and freehand and designing, you know how I made the farm for this? I have a lid, an aluminum lid that is 16 inches around that will cover every frying pan, small to big, and it has little ridges for like the 10-inch size, the 12, the 14, and the 16. That's what I use to lay and mark all this steel out. That's what I use to mark the curves and the stuff. That's what I laid a freaking lid for a pot that's 14 inches across and then 16, and took the knob off so it laid flat, and this is how I got all my curves and all my angles and my dimensions. And marked out, and I cut them with one of these, not a laser cutter and CNC machine, but I did have a cutoff wheel that's an 1/8 inch wide. There you go. I said, talk about a master craftsman, and this baby is, I said, it should be on the water, should have been on the water by Thursday. Now, it ain't going to be until at least the weekend, which is Labor Day weekend, which there's nowhere I can run over 5 miles an hour, so yeah, thanks for ruining. 8 hours is going to set me back when it's done. You know, I can't make up 8 hours a night. So I got to start 8 hours behind, and I'm not taking this Friday off because it's Labor Day. Thursday I'm working, Friday I'm working, Saturday I'm off. He says he's going to come out and do. No, I'm not touching none of this stuff. This is going to get finished, but the only calm water anywhere to do adjustments when it is on the boat. And you have to have smooth, calm water. Well, Labor Day weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every city slicking piece of crap with a 40-foot fucking house they call a fucking camper and shit, and their big giant bass boats are going to be out fucking up everything. So I don't even have a clue if I'll be able to get it on the water in any smooth water to adjust it. Probably not. So that set me back another week for that 8 hours that I got volunteered to do and never got paid a fucking dime. And I kind of got a thank you. But I got drug under the trailer for 2 feet across the gravel and had fucking 80 pounds of steel fall on my chest and my finger smashed 3 times from my brother. Yeah, but thanks. I'm not touching this shit again. Alright, it's all good. I'm not doing that shit anymore. I don't give a fuck how big the hammer is. I got enough money for a down payment on a new well. If it's going to happen, it better happen now before winter hits. So, yeah, I'm getting prepared for that. I know it's coming. It just ain't legal now, but if the paperwork becomes legal the 1st of January, because they're holding it up so he don't have to pay the taxes till next year, which should have been done. All this should have been done 4 months ago. just drag it out, drag it out, drag it out, so he don't have to pay the taxes on the stuff he inherited. Just inheritance tax. Now he's going to have to pay property tax and all of it after the first year. So he's going to drag it out in the first year, in the middle of winter, when it's 20 below. He'll say, you got 3 days to dig a well. See what happens. I don't know. I love my brother dearly, but man, he's one evil person. His wife's the same way. Talk about a narcissist, self-centered people. They are. No problem, but they're the nicest people to talk to in public and stuff, but they will use everybody to death. Yeah, guess what? And they don't think that there's another side, and you just, when you're dead, you're dead. Yeah, they probably got a big guess coming when the paybacks come on the other side. I don't have to worry about it, but I ain't making this shit up and around on it. Man, just destroy my shit. And he's always dogging me about my stuff ain't going to be on the water, it won't be done. And then you're making fucking spending, you know, you're going to spend $1,500 of my fucking time building this shit. And not even pay me a fucking dollar. Not even a beer, and says, thanks. Because he has the rights to the well that I have been using for 35 years, and he'll take it away like that. It's no bullshit. That's who he is. All right. Peace. Love. Have a heart. Have a heart. Don't be evil fuckers. I said, this is what I got done. It's all going to be fine. But I said, I'm in, you know, 8 hours don't seem like much behind, but when it should have been painted and primered at least by now, yeah, I'm behind another frickin', and I took vacation time to do it, and I gotta jump when he says jump, or I don't have any water. So, yeah, I don't have much choice in the matter. But there you go, I'll get it done, and it's gonna be perfect. I ain't gonna let nobody deter me. And he's went, yeah, and then you get out in the river, you're just gonna snap in half anyway. Yeah, another motherfucker, my twin brother, pardon my language, the evil one, with the hammer over my head, tell him he can go pound sand up his ass. Cool breeze. Talk to you later, man. I will be back. Just unbelievable. The shit I go through that I never mentioned. I can't change it. But that's what I got to do, and that's why I'm behind. So I want to let everybody know the truth. I don't make this shit up. You know, I can't make, that's the truth, okay? Take vacation time, so I got 3 days in a row to get to where I could have it on the water by next weekend. Oh no, I have no choice. Either I build somebody else's shit for free, you know, $1,500 worth of shit for free, just my labor and my welder and my stuff. He did bring the steel, but not enough. And yeah, that's what I got to do, or else I don't have water in the middle of winter. So yeah, that's kind of people that I have for my twin, my family, and my twin. I got 2 sisters left on my dad's side, and I got my twin brother, and I got 3 sisters on my other side, and a brother. They leave me alone. The other 2 are fighting over dads. Yeah, it's all just in my twin brother, and yeah, just evil. I just do what I got to do for now. Don't let it get you down, man. I said I can't make this shit up. This should have, motor should have, all this and all the framing yet to do and reinforcements, but it's close. And the handle, everything should have been done. That's what happens when you lose 8 hours. A whole day. And not make a dime and have to work on somebody else's stuff. So I have water for my toilet and my shower and for me to cook. That's what I do. I said, next year, no matter what, once it's all through, I know he's going to give me 30-day notice and shut the fucker off. But I don't want to have it happen in the middle of winter, so it would not be good. All right, love y'all. Take care. Tomorrow's a new day. Peace. Love, have a heart. Have a heart. Don't let none of those motherfuckers get you down. I'll be all right. I'm just way behind again. And nothing to do with what I did or any parts problem or anything. It's just, I got a hammer hanging over my head like this to go and shut my water off. So I don't have any choice in the matter. So yeah, anyone that could do that to another human is pretty freaking mentally disturbed in my book. But they're all over. They don't care. Just take what you can get and do what you can do, and you got power over them. Knock them down. Yeah, they do tell you get knocked back sooner or later, if not here on the other side, so don't do that shit. I love you. I'll be back, I promise. Ciao.